So the title of our training is Building Blocks to Success, a series on personal wellness. Ang reason why it is a series on personal wellness, if you can notice, at certain point sa buhay ko, ay hindi naman stop, but binigay ko na sa iba yung training about business orientation meeting, about MLM and so on and so forth, because I realize very close to my heart itong personal wellness, because I believe in the saying na if you want to make your life better, you have to make yourself better. That is the number one rule. So the reason why I'm doing this series of training, kasama yung training nung una, three series ito, three trainings ito, dapat nga 4, but I still have the 3 now, is to help develop yung personal wellness ng isang tao. And hopefully, from what I learned over the last 20 years, I can share with you, and it can help you be a better person and develop who you are. So let's move forward. Building blocks to success. Ano bang tinatanong na iba? Paano mag-succeed? Yun. When I talk about success and when I talk about this topic, ang napapasok sa isip ko is when I look at a building, yung mga magagandang skyscraper, lalo na sa Dubai, I'm sure, yung mga magagandang building, if we see those buildings, tayo amazed, tayo nagugulat, and we appreciate kung gaano kaganda yung building na yon. And we understand na para tumayo yung building na yon, ang very important key doon sa building na yon is what? Is yung foundation, yung fundasyon sa Tagalog. And we understand na para tumayo yung building na yon, kahit hindi tayo engineer, na dapat tama at wasto yung fundasyon ng structure na yon o ng building na yon para siya makatayo at maka-withstand ng any sakuna or earthquake or storm para hindi siya matumba. And we also know, kahit hindi tayo engineer, kapag hindi sapat or enough or tama or wasto yung fundasyon ng isang structure o ng isang building, konting bagyo lang, konting trials na ng buhay, ito ay matutumba o it will topple over. And I think common sense naman yan. Alam natin yan. And it goes the same. The same is in life or in business. Setting a strong foundation is very important. That for me, I realize. Hindi tayo pwede sugod lang ng sugod. And hindi naman masaklap, pero ang reality, most, if not all, na nakikita natin sa mga idol natin, na mga successful businessman, are yung mga resulta na. Or the flashy things like magagandang sasakyan, malalaking bahay, if we can see their bank account or sabihin na lang natin yung mga luxuries nila, and the life that they live, yun yung nakikita natin. Pero ang hindi natin nakikita is kung ano yung work, ano yung pinaghirapan, ano yung foundation na dinevelop nila, they have to put in to develop that kind of lifestyle o ng ganong klaseng status na sa buhay. And that is why it is very important for me to stress na ang importante dito is we develop a strong and correct foundation. And let me begin by saying, itong mga training ko, bato-bato sa langit, ang tamaan, huwag maghalit, this is more of a self-reflection. I challenge you, kung meron man ako sinasabi dito anything, you ask yourself. Kasi at the end of the day, kayo lang rin naman talaga maka-assess at hindi naman judge, but who can look into yourself and tell yourself, ito ba talagang gusto ko? Ito bang paraan na pwede kong gawin? And kung tama ba yung sinasabi ni Jony, then pwede ko bang i-apply? And it's up to you. And I only ask that you open your mind and your heart and yourself and listen, and then ask yourself, okay? You can be honest about yourself and wala namang ibang pwedeng maghusga niyan. So moving forward, for me, let's start with the most important letter A in our life. Itong sinasabi ko. The most important letter A in our life is what? Your attitude. Okay? Ano ba yung attitude? Ito yung ugali. Ito yung iyong pananaw sa buhay at sa loobin. Ito yung basically pagkatao mo. Letter A. Attitude. So sabi mo, John, yan palang sikreto ng kwan. Hindi mo pala kailangan mag-aral o whatever. To be honest, sabi mo nga sa inyo, if you want to make your life better, you have to make yourself better. And it starts with this letter A. It starts with your attitude. Okay? Attitude is everything in life. Okay? Attitude is everything in life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Normally, alam naman natin yan. It is how we react to things or respond. I would rather na how you respond. Kasi ang react is medyo paminsan hindi pinapag-isipan. It is how you respond to things. Next. Ang attitude can be a good or bad. Alam natin yan. There are two types of attitude. A good attitude or a bad attitude spells the difference between a good or bad life. It is just that simple. You cannot have, it is that powerful. You cannot have a good life if you have a bad attitude. Hindi yan magtugma. 1 + 1 = 2. In order to have a good life, you have to develop good attitude. It is that simple. It is that powerful. But I tell you, simple but not easy. Because number one that you have to overcome is, yourself. You have to challenge yourself. You have to tell yourself that you need to, kung kailangan magbago, kailangan baguhin yung mga alam na natin for last decades of our lives, nag-ingrain na sa utak natin, sa pagkatao natin, maybe we have to change them para mag-improve or it will help improve our life. I will talk about the attitude formula. May formula ang attitude, okay? In order to have a successful life, there is a formula, okay? It is ability times effort times attitude will be the result of your life. Ulitin natin, ability, abilidad. Ang ability, it can be sometimes beyond our control or a little bit out of our control. It is, sabihin natin, may mga talents and abilities, hereditary and whatnot. And yung iba naman, social status ng buhay, pagpalabas mo sa mundo is medyo well-off na yung family or medyo dehado. Yan yung medyo hindi natin masyadong makontrol. Okay? And yung effort, ito naman yung ating effort. Okay? Ito yung pwede natin gawin. It is on our own physical, sabi na lang natin, perseverance, in mga ganung bagay. With effort, you have a choice. Okay? It is not beyond your control, but it is within your control. Attitude is also within your control. So ability times effort times attitude. And sabihin ko na as early as now, the most important thing amongst the three is the letter A na attitude. Okay? To understand the formula better, lagyan natin ng value. Sa ability, pwede siya maging 0 to 100. Okay, pwede sabihin na natin nasa 50 ka kasi medyo average lang ang abilidad mo. Yung classmate mo na mas matalino, summa cum laude, sabihin na lang natin siya ang 100 sa scale na ito. O sabihin na lang natin yung mga medyo well-off and may kapuhunan and may merong lamang sa buhay, sabihin na lang natin medyo lamang-lamang sila sa numero dito. Sa effort naman, it is also between 0 to 100. Ang effort, it really relies on, it depends on you. Okay? Kung mag-exert ka ng effort or not, then 0 yan. If you exert a certain effort, let's say 10%, 1%, and it depends. If you exert 100% o 110%, nasa iyo yan. Look at attitude. Sa tatlo, ang attitude lang ang merong negative value. It can be a negative 100 to positive 100. Okay? Pwede siyang mag-below sa 0. Why is that? If you look at an example number 1, sabihin na natin yung perfect. Magaling sa abilidad, 100%. Okay? Sa effort, magaling rin sa effort. And yung attitude, maganda rin yung attitude. And ang pinaka-perfect score sa buhay nito is, ang example natin is, let's say 1 million points. Sabihin na lang natin. If you look at example number 2, 100% ng abilidad mo, ikaw ang pinakamatalino. Nag-effort ka din. Pero negative ang attitude mo. Ang resulta ng buhay mo is what? Negative din. If you can notice, kahit anong effort or ability, even if you're the most smartest person in the world, and ikaw yung pinakamasipag na tao sa mundo, but if you have a wrong or negative attitude or bad attitude, okay, it doesn't follow na magiging maganda rin yung resulta. Let us look at example number 4. Hindi rin naman pwedeng 0 ang abilidad or 0 ang effort. Kahit 100% pang attitude mo, 0 rin ang result. Kasi 0 times 0, anything you multiply with 0 is 0. Pero ito, medyo hypothetical lang itong example number 4 because it is very impossible if you have a positive attitude na if you don't have the correct ability and effort. Kasi alam mo naman yun tama yung attitude mo. Example lang ito, emphasizing how important is attitude in shaping, okay, shaping the life that we have. Yun yung ine-emphasize ko. Example number 5, if you look at it, sabi na lang natin sa out of 100 students, ikaw si rank 100 na lang. O 99 na lang para medyo konting pasawa. Okay? Nag-effort ka. Sabi na natin, hindi ka nag-effort ng 100, 10% na lang. Okay? 10% na lang. Pero yung attitude mo maganda. You still have a better result than the example number 2 and number 4. What am I saying here? Alam ko numero na ito and maybe it is a little bit exaggerated. Huwag kayo ma-discourage if you see someone more intelligent than you. Sa tingin mo, more intelligent, mas maganda ang pinag-aralan daw, mas magandang eskwelahan ang pinanggalingan, okay? Medyo mas may lamang sa buhay in terms of finances. Kasi yes, merong advantages yun. Pero hindi lang yun ang kailangan para magiging successful o gumanda o umangat yung buhay mo. Ang sinasabi ko dito, hindi ko minamaliit. Again, ulitin natin. Example number 4. Hindi rin naman pwedeng zero ang abilidad, zero ang effort. You also have to balance everything out. Pero ang good news lang nga nito, even if sa tingin mo kulang ka sa abilidad, kasi yan paminsan by hereditary o by nature beyond your control, pero you have a choice sa effort and sa attitude. If you make up yung, sabihin na natin, ayoko sabihin pagkukulang or shortcoming sa ability, you can make it up sa effort and sa attitude. So again, it is very important to develop a good attitude. So attitude again is what? Everything. Whether you admit it or not, ito yung mga sabi kong mga questions that you have to ask yourself. And be honest, whether you admit it or not, your attitude is a choice. Yun ang sinasabi ko, it is within your control, effort and attitude. It is within your choice. It is your choice to have a winning attitude or a losing attitude. Nasa iyo yan. And that is a good news because it is within your hands and it is within your control. Okay? Choice mo yan. To develop a winning attitude, how to develop one? Kaya na pa ako nagsasabi, attitude, develop good attitude. So, John, how do you do it? Okay? Number 1 is to cultivate a positive mindset. Okay? I believe sa ibang mga trainings and ibang leaders, narinig nyo na yan, mindset, yung pag-iisip, paano mo how you manage and sabihin na natin, how you navigate through your thoughts and your mind and what you allow your mind to entertain. Sabihin natin kung ano yung papasok mo sa utak mo, anong inaalaw mo, you have to cultivate a positive, good mindset. Mindset is everything. Ako, if you can look at my vision board ngayon sa harap ko, one thing na nakalagay dyan is what you think you become, what you think is real is your reality, what you believe you become. It is the same thing. Mindset is everything. What you think, you become. Again, ask yourself, ano man tingin mo sa sarili mo? Yan bang reflection ngayon ng buhay mo? And let's be honest, hindi to judgment. I'm just challenging you, okay, to look into yourself and ask yourself, o nga no, magtugma ba yung belief ko sa sarili ko? Ang tingin ko sa sarili ko? Sexy. Of course, sabi mo, John, hindi yan ang gusto ko. Marami akong pangarap sa buhay. Yes. May pangarap tayo. Iba yung pangarap na iniisip natin na dream, iba yung reality na naniniwala tayo na yun talaga. Belief natin. So, what do we believe? How we see ourselves honestly. Yung nga sinasabi ko kanina, sinabi ko, let's be honest with yourself. How you see yourself honestly, and I tell you, dikit yan. Dikit yan kung ano yung resulta ng buhay mo. Doon sa iba nagsasabi, ay naku John, oo nga, tama ka. Ano ngayon? Good news. Kasi kung na-realize mo yan ngayon, all you have to do is what? Change your belief. Change your mindset. And your life can change. Hindi naman kailangan overnight, but you'll be surprised. The change will come. Okay? So again, a negative mindset, sinabi ko kayo na with my example, with the formula, a negative mindset will never give you a positive life. That is a law. Okay? A negative mindset will never give you a positive life. Examine yung mga kaibigan mong mga nega dyan. Look at their life. Tell me, do they have a good, positive life? Kasi ako, when I started doing this, may mga kaibigan talaga ako na na-erase na sa phone book ko. I'd rather not talk. Kasi kung always lang pagbukang bibig is problema, 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 pag-focus sa problema, hindi na mawala ang problema. Pero we have a choice what to focus on. I'd rather focus on opportunities rather on problems, di ba? I'd rather focus on solutions rather than focusing on the problem. Because ang nasabi nga sa first training before, ang purpose ng problema is what? Not to burden you, not to make life hard. The purpose of problem is what? Is for you to give you the opportunity to solve it. Because once you have solved the problem, you will grow and you have learned something from that experience. So again, a negative mindset will never give you a positive life. The power tool of the mind is focus. Na-mention ko na yan earlier. Focus. And one of my favorite mantra or saying, sabihin na lang natin is, what you focus on, expand. Ulitin ko. What you focus on, expands. Okay? If you focus on problems and sa hirap ng buhay, I tell you, ang dadami niyan is the same. If you focus on the opportunities, how little they are, and you appreciate it, and yan napansin nyo, and you recognize and appreciate and take advantage of the opportunities, and more opportunities will come. That is, again, a law of the universe. Okay? What you focus on expands. Let me reiterate that. The power of the tools, find, focus. When you focus on problems, you have more problems. But if you focus on opportunities, you will have more possibilities. Let's say it again. If you focus on opportunities, you will have more possibilities. Sa buhay mo, what are you focused on? This is my question to you. The good or the bad? Okay? Let us be honest. And alam ko, John, challenging ang buhay. Yes, I tell you. Very challenging ang buhay in a way. Marami talagang ups and downs and walang nakaka-escape sa atin. I think the 7 billion people in the world can attest to you na wala ni isa dyan na naka-escape ng kahit papanong hardship o paghihirap sa buhay. But again, sa 7 billion na tao sa mundo, I think lahat din naman can say may mga magaganda rin na nangyari sa buhay nila. So, I challenge you this. To know if you have, what is your focus. Okay, if you can do it now, do it, or do it later, or kahit sa mental na lang, try listing down 10. 10 good sa buhay nyo and 10 bad sa buhay nyo ngayon. And ask yourself, ano ang mas madaling kompletuhin? Yung good ba? Check which of the two lists you finish faster. Okay? And that is what you're focused on. And kung mas mabilis mong mapuno yung 10 bad things, and it would tell you na sa ngayon, at this point in your life, you are focused on the bad things in your life. Okay? If hirap ka maghanap ng good things in your life, and I tell you now, you're focusing on the wrong things in life. Don't tell me na wala kang masabing maganda sa buhay mo ngayon. Tama si partner Wilma, let us be thankful that we are alive. With all the pandemic now, and ako, every time I go to the office in the morning, kanina umaga, well yeah, kahapon, marami kang marinig na kwento. You hear sad stories na mga ganito and ganyan. So, let us be thankful and grateful that we are here now. Okay? We can participate. We have internet. The connection is good. We can communicate in spite of the pandemic. Di ba? And we have good people around us. And if you can list those things, ano yun? There are good things in your life rather than listing the bad things in your life. So again, doing this exercise can tell you what you are focused on. And if you're focused on the bad things, then high time na to change, redirect, change course, kurbada ng konti, okay? And focus on the good things in your life. More on the cultivating a positive mindset. Positive people, ito rin, correction, okay? Kung akala natin lahat ng successful na tao sa mundo or lahat ng mga positive, like mga gurus or whatever, let's just say if you consider me one of those, sabihin na lang natin, advocating mindsets, positivity, and mga ganung bagay, it doesn't mean that we don't have negative thoughts. It doesn't mean negative things doesn't happen to our life. It is part of our life. Imposible yan. Okay? Imposible na perfect lang all the time. But the difference between a correct mindset and a bad mindset, okay, and a weak mindset is they don't allow negative thoughts to grow and destroy them. Okay? People with the correct mindset, alam nila anong purpose ng negativity sa buhay nila. One purpose is for them to learn, for them to tell them hindi ito yung gusto ko, to find ways to do better. Okay? And they always find ang purpose is for them to grow. Okay? Kung may negativity, mayroong problema, yung iba iniisip problema ito para hintuin na yung growth ng buhay mo. No, it is your opportunity to grow. Yun na lang, the same problem but different way of looking at it. One is a cultivated positive mindset, the other one is not. So saan ba tayo? Kung ito yung sinasabi ko, I favorite, in a way, it's a joke. Kung may pinagdadaanan ka, padaanin mo lang. Utang na loob, huwag mo nang ayain ng inuman. And sometimes being a Filipino and nasa kultura natin, and we love our soap opera and drama sa TV, and ako, well, wala na yung mga isang major network TV natin ngayon, but if you can recall, majority, if not all na napapanood mo sa mga drama na Filipino dramas natin dati, to be honest, after mo mapanood, do you feel happy? O malungkot ka o masama loob mo? Why? Because majority sa pansin ko, ang pinopromote is negativity. Okay? Parang ginaglamorize, or ano man tawag yung tama bang word, ginaglamorize ang paghihirap or ang tawag nito, paghihirap ng buhay, ang negativity sa buhay. Okay? Sa akin, hindi ko sinasabi na ignore mo. You cannot ignore it. Acknowledge it. But don't add, let's say, huwag mo nang ayain ng inuman, huwag mo nang patagalin. Okay? Kung may pinagdadaanan nga, sabihin na natin, okay, dumaan ka na. I recognize you and thank you. Move forward. Okay? Hindi na kailangang pahirapan pa at dagdagan pa. And it will not be good for you. Next. Kung tayo, like what I said about movies and teleseries and whatever, even walang TV, we all are, sabi na natin, scriptwriter ng ating buhay. And I tell you paano masabi yan, ano bang pumapasok sa isip mo when it comes to your life? How do you tell your story kahit sa sarili mo? How do you tell them? What stories do you keep playing in your head? Lalo na about yourself. Are these stories of encouragement? Huh? Are these stories of possibilities, success? Sabihin na lang natin ganun. Are these good stories? Yung story mo ba sa sarili mo are good stories? Let me ask you, if you are the scriptwriter ng buhay mo and you are the main actor, gusto mo parating paghihirap ng daanan mo? Ikaw ang bida. Di ba? You always want to be what? You always want to succeed. You always want to overcome adversities. You always want to be on the top. Problema lang kasi yan, tinuturo sa atin pa minsan sa story is, sabi na natin sa 3 months ng teleserye, 90 days, sabi na lang natin araw-araw mo pinapanood, sa 90 days, 89 days paghihirap, sa 98 day lang ang swerte at naging successful. I tell you now, you can change that. Okay, you can change that by what? Starting telling good stories, positive stories, encouraging stories about your life, about yourself. Kung sabihin mo sa akin, John, hocus-pocus ito, I challenge you. Do it. Do it for 1 month. Tingnan mo ano mangyari sa buhay mo. And if you like the result after 1 month, do it for 2 months. And do it for 6 months. Do it for 1 year. Ako, I've been doing it since I started doing DXA in 2004. And I was introduced, ito na lang, if yung sa business side is the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and sa akin naman about personal wellness and changes sa buhay, is yung The Secret, okay, by Rhonda Byrnes. Yung may video yon and there's a book. It's the Law of Attraction. Okay? When I started doing that, I started changing the stories about my life. And I can tell you, when hindi perfect ang buhay, wala namang perfect. But I can tell you, it did wonders sa buhay ko and how I handle things and how I'm doing things now. Do I still, sabi na natin, encounter challenges, negativity, and pagsubok sa buhay? Of course, yes. Tao lang naman tayo. It's part of life. Pero I am sure kung hindi ko na realize itong mga let's say na knowledge or understanding na ito, I'd be having a hard time to handle, to overcome, and to understand bakit nangyari yun sa buhay natin. So again, let me again tell you, ano ba mga stories? What stories do you say if you ask yourself, ano bang story ng buhay ko? How do you say your story or share your story? Is it a good one or is the bad one? Moving forward, let's be honest. Are you cultivating a positive mindset? Okay, let us be honest. Sabi nga sa kanyo kanina, ask yourself, are you cultivating a positive mindset? If you can see, okay, nilagyan natin ng difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Ang growth mindset, ito yung cultivated positive mindset. Yung fixed mindset, ito yung negative mindset. Okay, sa growth mindset, embraces challenges. Okay, sa fixed mindset, takot yan. Okay, avoids challenges. Ayaw niya yan, okay na ako dito, hanggang dito na lang ako. Okay? Sa growth mindset, persist in the face of setbacks. Meaning, kahit may challenges, may pagsubok, nagkamali, natumba, okay, okay lang, tatayo ulit, laban, okay? Pero sa kabilang mindset, sa fixed mindset, gets frustrated or surrender na. And ang dami ng rason yan. Ang dami ng pwedeng masisi, okay? Wag lang mag-move forward o wag lang mag-recover. Sa growth mindset, sees effort as the path to mastery, okay? Sa fixed mindset, thinks potential is predetermined. Meaning, sa taong fixed mindset, siya yan, hindi na talaga ako aasenso kasi napanganak naman akong mahirap. Okay, I think everyone knows the saying, kung napanganak kang mahirap, hindi mo kasalanan, pero kung namatay kang mahirap, kasalanan mo na yon. It's the same thing here. Ito yung tao na ayaw tanggapin yung responsibility that he or she has the responsibility to develop, to improve his or her life, and naghahanap na lang ng rason. Thinks potential is predetermined. Sa growth mindset, learns from criticism. Okay lang ma-criticize. You will learn from it. Sa fixed mindset, criticism, personalan yan. Okay? Sino man nag-criticize? Criticize sa akin, awa yan. Sa growth mindset, finds lessons and inspirations in the success of others. Yun rin pala. You do not only find valuable lessons from hardships and mistakes, while most of the time doon natin nahanap yan, but you can also find lessons and inspiration in success. In your success, in the success of other people. Problema lang medyo yung crab mentality natin, yung inggit-inggit natin, is umiiral. Okay? So instead na-inspire tayo and we applaud yung success ng ibang tao, we feel threatened and kino-compare natin kaagad yung sarili natin. Okay, bakit siya nagawa niya yun? Ako hindi. Tsamba lang naman yan. Or sabi na lang natin, nagnakaw man yan o whatever. Okay? So, where are we? So my challenge to you now is between the two, nasaan ka ba? Or medyo halo. And yung medyo halo yan, at least now you know kung saan yung kailangan mong i-correct. Sabihin na lang natin, o to change. Para yung direction mo ngayon, yung focus mo ngayon is mas concentrated towards cultivating a positive mindset. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Alam ko medyo ito paminsan, sabihin natin, John, may mga bagay talaga na negative. Sabihin natin na abuso and gano'n. Totoo yun. Okay? And I believe naman kung abuso na talaga, you have to escape yourself. You have to distance yourself kung abuso na yan. But again, if you cannot train yourself to see in good in every situation, yung abuso na yun, hindi mo ma-recognize. You have to train your mindset to see the good in every situation, regardless kung ano man yan. Kahit mahirap pa ngayon, anong pagsubok yan, meron pa ring silver lining nga, sinasabi nila, in every situation. Cultivating a positive mindset. Your mind is like a magnet. If you can notice, kaya na ko pa sinasabi, a positive mindset, a positive life, a negative mindset can never produce you a positive life. Ito rin yun. Your mind is a magnet. If you think of blessings, you attract blessings. And if you think of problems, you attract problems. Isipin mo yan, para kang may magnet, na ang na-attract mo, okay, is kung naisip mo, ang focus mo is blessings, nakikita mo is kung ano yung grateful ka, ano yung mga biyaya na binigay sa'yo, anong meron ka ngayon sa buhay mo, and more blessings will come. I tell you, that is a law, that is a guarantee. But if you focus on problems, sabi mo, John, halo-halo man, John. And tingnan mo kung halo-halo and pa-jumble-jumble. Kasi yung focus mo rin is pa-jumble-jumble din. One time, focus mo isa. Sabi mo, John, depende man, reactive ako eh. Kung maganda yung nangyayari sa buhay ko, nag-react ako na maganda. Okay? And akala nga natin dapat ganun. No. Tayo ang nag-create nung dumarating sa atin. And paano natin once it arrives, how we react or respond to it dictates kung paano siya ma-prolong or mawala or mag-iba. Okay? So again, if you think of blessings, you attract blessings. If you think of problems, you attract problems. Always cultivate good thoughts and always remain positive and optimistic. Alam ko, this is hard. This is hard to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang naman, I challenge you, if you start doing it and more time, yung mas malaking time sa buhay mo to cultivate this positive attitude, and I tell you, you can see changes in your life quicker, and more positivity ang papasok sa buhay mo. Remember, ito ang always ko sinasabing, what you think, you become. So anong tingin mo sa sarili mo, yun ang magiging reality mo. Yun ang magiging buhay mo. Okay? Pasensya na. Again, hindi to judgment or anything. Ang good news lang nga nito is, if you want to change kung ano yung nasa buhay mo ngayon, ang situation mo, there's a solution. What is the solution? You change the way you think. Okay? You change the way you believe, yung belief mo about the situation, about your situation. And I tell you, hindi yan overnight, but it will start the momentum. It will change the frequency, yung magnet, sabihin na natin, how you attract things in life, and I tell you, you will be surprised, and good things will come in your life. Number 2, after cultivating a correct mindset, which is the letter A ng ating foundation, sabihin natin yung attitude, okay? The attitude is mindset, yun yung letter A. Number 2 is having a positive belief. Magkadugtong yan. Yung mindset natin, which is, alam natin, it resides in our head, it has to what? It has to be in, dapat sync. It must be consistent kung ano yung belief natin. What is inside here? If you can notice, to give you an example, John, mindset ko naman mayaman ako eh. Gusto kong yumaman dito. Honestly, ask your belief. Naniniwala ka ba na mayaman ka na? Or hindi pa? Sa loob mo hindi kasi nakikita mo yung pitaka mo or bank account mo na kulang. Yung mga bills to pay mo sa harap mo. Okay? All the things that you have to pay. Do you believe that you are wealthy? No. Kaya hindi magtugma. Kung sabihin mo, John, paano mangyari yun? That is the key. Okay? In spite of what you see now, kung ito man yung resulta ng mga previous belief mo, how can you change that? Okay? If you have all these bills and ganon, hindi mo ma-appreciate na, uy, nakakain naman ako ng 3 times a day ngayon, hindi ako ginutom. Uy, I have kuryente, I have internet, okay, I have this gadget, okay, I have family that supports me. You start focusing on what? On the blessings and anong maganda sa buhay mo. And not on what is lacking in your life. Because there will always be lack, to be honest. Kahit yung pinakamayaman na tao sa mundo, yung access person, well, sabihin natin sa pera, hindi niya naisipin, pero ibang aspect ng buhay niya, there will always be lack. Okay? Sabihin yung pagkukulang. Kasama sa buhay natin yan. But again, it is our choice kung how we look at it, how we focus, kung saan tayo mag-focus, ano yung attitude natin. Going back to number 2, having a positive belief. How do we do that? What you believe, you become. Ulitin ko lang. Anong paniwala mo, yan ang magiging realidad mo. It is not what you think only, it is what you believe. Ito nga ang mas powerful if you ask me. And what you think can help you change your belief. Pero kung ano yung belief mo, it means yan yung predominant o yan yung, sabihin natin, majority ng focus mo, ng story mo, ng sinasabi mong sarili mo. So what you believe, you become. The things that goes through your head, okay, shapes your belief. Honestly nga, balik tayo dun, hindi ko sinisiraan ng mga television network natin ng newspaper. Honestly, pag nanood ka ng TV natin ngayon, nanood ka ng news. Magbasa ka ng newspaper, manood ka ng newscast. Do you feel happy after? Okay? Di ba hindi? Hindi ko sinisiraan niya, pero ang point ko lang, rather than manood ako ng ganon, manood na lang ako ng comedy or cartoons, whatever, inspirational videos or whatnot. Okay? It will lift my spirit. Okay? It will not put me down. Okay? Sabihin mo, you need to know to be honest, kung anong kailangan mo malaman sa mundo, it will come to you. Okay? And majority ng mga napapanood mo na negativity, you don't need it. Ulitin ko, majority ng nakikita mo na pinaalaw mo mapasok sa ulo mo na negativity, I tell you, you do not need it. If your mindset is positive, then you will also have a positive belief. Ganun lang naman yan eh. Kaya nga sinasabi ngayon, ito yung filter. Okay? Anong binabasa natin? Anong pinapanood natin sa Facebook, sa YouTube? Okay? Ano ang pinapanood natin sa TV? What information ang ini-absorb, kino-consume natin? Through visual, through auditory, sabihin na lang natin, how we talk to people, sino yung mga gusto natin kausap, kung sino yung mga kasalimuhan natin, sino yung mga tao na gusto natin parating kasama. This will shape our belief. So you have to start looking at itong mga aspects na ito sa buhay mo. Okay? Are they cultivating the right belief? Are they cultivating the right mindset? Are they giving me, showing me, teaching me the right attitude to give me the life that I want? Or what? Are they only validating kung ano yung mga insecurities ko sa buhay? Sabi natin, hirap ang buhay, kaya kausap mo yung isang tao rin na hirap sa buhay. And nag-usap na lang kayo about what? Hirap sa buhay. And lo and behold, mahirap ang buhay. Di ba? And I tell you, I came from, sabihin natin, a good school, may hotel kami, pero malaking utang before. And this was really a realization for me. And yung kuya ko, eldest, nasa construction yon. So when I go to them, we play golf, nakasama ko yung mga barkada niya na mga contractor rin, na mga billions ang project. To be honest, I was surprised. Bilyonaryo, walang yabang. About pera, hindi nila niyabang o ano, hindi rin nila minamaliit. The way they speak, the way yung presence nila sa buhay, iba. Napakaiba. Doon ko nakita sa ko nga, may effect talaga ito. How you, let's say, present yourself. It will really have an impact in your life. Okay? It's not about, ang tawag nito, sabi natin, pinipilit mo. Yes, it is gradual. And to be honest, gaya rin sa akin, may mga belief tayo na pagpalabas pa lang natin sa mundo, na panganak tayo, natutunan na natin. And it is very hard to change. Kaya nga sabi ko nung umpisa pa lang, this is a challenge to you. The most challenging part in the personal wellness development is overcoming yourself and accepting kung may mga kailangan kang baguhin, baguhin mo. And you have to change those. So again, ulitin natin, what you believe, you become. Your mind may be a driver in your life, but your belief is your fuel tank. How can I say that? Let's just envision, imagine, sabihin na natin, ang buhay mo is isang sasakyan. Okay? Yung attitude, your mindset is the driver, the one driving. Pero yung belief mo is your gasolina, your fuel tank. Pag mahina or konti yung belief mo, kahit magaling ka pa na driver, you will never reach your goal. You will never reach your goal. Okay? So that is how important belief is. If you have the correct belief, always full tank. Full tank yung reserve mo, yung sabihin na natin, what is required of you to navigate, sabihin na lang natin, okay, to navigate and to move forward in this world, in your life. Okay? You have more than enough. So again, I challenge you, start creating, developing, cultivating the correct mindset, cultivating the correct beliefs in your life, and it will, magulat na lang kayo, it will really change your life. If your belief is full, sabihin positive, you will go a long way, okay? If your belief is empty, negative, then you will go nowhere. And I challenge you, look at who, sabihin natin kung may kilala kayo o hindi naman kailangan close or whatever, and observe and see, okay, I think matansya mo naman, ano bang belief system nitong tao na ito or something. And look, kung saan ang naabot nila. Again, this is not a judgment. Okay, this is more of an observation to help you, okay, recognize saan bang gusto mo. Okay? If you want, sabihin na lang natin, let's just say, ako Cotabato ko galing eh. Ngayon, nasa Tacorong, sabihin na lang natin. If you want to go to Davao, and if you look at your car, okay, sabihin natin, brand new yung kotse mo. Pero kung wala namang gasolina, how can you reach Davao? How can you reach your destination? So that is how important belief is in your life. Let me ask you this, okay? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Second, do you believe in your ability to succeed? Ask yourself this. Do you believe in yourself? Naniniwala ka ba sa sarili mo? Naniniwala ka ba sa abilidad? Sa abilidad mo na kaya mo at pwede kang umasenso, pwede kang mag-succeed sa buhay. Okay? Because you need to believe in yourself, and that is very important. Because kung ikaw nga naniniwala sa sarili mo, then how can other people believe in you? This is one of the things na binago ko. When I started doing this, and again, ulitin ko, when I started understanding ano ang law of attraction and how it affects our lives, ito yung isang saying na I believe everyone knows na kinailangan kong i-correct. Itong saying na ito, or mantra, let's say, to see is to believe. And who amongst you, sino sa inyo, ang naniniwala ito ang tama? To see is to believe. And majority sa ating ganon. Lalo na pagsali sa DXN, okay? Sasali lang ako dyan pag mapakita mo na sa akin ng ebidensya. To see is to believe ako eh. Okay? which is okay, logically speaking, reasonable request. Sabihin na natin, but in life, or not in life, in the law of the universe, this is wrong. Okay? Ano pala ang tama? The correct mantra is, or the correct saying is what? To believe is to see. It has to start with the belief. You have to believe to see. Kung ano yung gusto mong makita, you have to believe it. Sabihin mo, John, lahat man nakikita ko sa buhay ko ngayon is pangit, negativity. Tanong ko, naniwala ka ba mangyari sa buhay mo yan? I tell you, if you look at it closely and honestly, chances are naniniwala ka. Chances are, yun lang ang tingin mo sa sarili mo, hanggang dito lang ako. Chances are, sabihin mo, ayan naman talaga, tanggap ko na yan. And tanungin ko, can it be better? Ang belief, sabihin na lang, utak mo sabihin, gusto ko hindi, gusto ko mas better, gusto ko, pero ang belief mo sabihin, wala naman talagang pag-asa na. It has to zinc. Okay? It has to zinc. And mas importante nga yung belief mo has to be the positive one. Kasi yun ang mas powerful, that's the one attracting kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari sa buhay mo. Next. Every successful person starts with these two fundamental beliefs. Okay, every successful person. Number one, my life can be better. Okay? Sabihin natin yung gusto yung buhay mo ngayon. Pasensya na, okay? Sabihin natin, to be, may konting exaggeration. Hindi mo gusto yung buhay mo ngayon. Okay? Hindi naman automatic and the next day, okay na. But you have to start with number one. You have to start believing na your life can be better. Ang tawag ko dyan is you are bridging the gap between doon sa ayaw mo, papunta sa gusto mo. Bridging the gap. Okay? Changing. Dahan-dahan mo change yung belief system mo. My life can be better. Number two, and I have the power to make it so. Ulitin natin. Every successful person starts with these two beliefs. Meaning lahat ng mga nag-succeed sa mundo has to start with these two things. Okay? They have to believe that number one, pwedeng magbago at pwedeng mag-improve ang buhay nila. And number two, may power sila. It is within their capability. It is within their hands to make it so. You have to start believing this. Itong number one and number two. You have, kahit yung ibang tao, sabihin na natin, 99% ng tao sa paligid ng buhay mo, hindi nagbibigay sa iyo ng number one and number two. Pero dapat ikaw nagbibigay ng number one tsaka number two sa buhay mo. Okay? Because if you are, kung 99% ng tao sa paligid ng buhay mo are giving you 1 and 2, pero kung ikaw mismo hindi nagbibigay ng 1 and 2 sa buhay mo, while useless yung 99 na positive, kung hindi mo i-allow, if you cannot look at yourself that you can be better, that you have the power to change your life. That is the reality. Next. The reality is, people need to be encouraged. Tao lang naman tayo eh. Kaya nga tayo mahilig mag-Facebook and ganun to find encouragement. And every like ng pinopost natin, di ba, every comment na positive, it lifts our spirit and our heart. Yung ang problema, kasi paminsan, pag hindi ka naman nag-like, kulang ang nag-likes, medyo magsama ang loob. People needs to be encouraged. People needs to be reminded of how wonderful they are. Okay? Kailangan natin always positivity. And people need to believe, to be believed in, told that they are brave, smart, and capable of accomplishing all their dreams and more. We need to hear this from people. Okay? Parang requirement natin yan. What I'm saying is, do you do this to yourself? Okay? Do you do these things to yourself? Sinasabi mo ba ito sa sarili mo? Okay? How can you expect other people to tell you this kung hindi mo nga sinasabi sa sarili mo? Kaya mo sabihin mo sa sarili mo that you can encourage yourself. And number one, ikaw na nga nahihirapan, di ba? People need to be reminded of how kaano ka kagaling and ganun. You have to start doing that. Even kahit yung ibang tao hindi, you have to start doing that to yourself. Ito naman yung opposite. I've been talking for the last, sabihin na natin ilang minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, of all the positivities and the positive side of the story. Ito naman yung mga limiting beliefs. Let's talk about the opposite. The limiting beliefs. I think ang iba sa inyo, if not majority, knows the story of the elephant in the zoo. Okay? Doon sa mga hindi, or doon sa mga nakalang, let me just refresh you. Ang kwento nito is merong elephant na napanganak siya sa zoo. Okay? And probably it is a circus or whatever, pero it is a zoo. So may mga tao pumupunta, may nanonood. So baby pa siya, andun siya, para hindi siya makatakas, nilagyan siya ng chain sa paa, isang paa niya, at nilagyan ng bola na bakal. Okay? So over the years, habang lumaki siya, siyempre tumanda siya, lumaki ng lumaki, siyempre umuurong lang yung chain sa paa niya, andyan pa rin. Yung bola, hindi binago. Kung gaano kalaki nung una, yung pa rin ang laki ngayon. Nung adult na siya ng elephant, okay, kahit sigurado naman na kaya niya nang hilain yung bola, hindi siya umalis. Because ang belief niya, hanggang doon na lang talaga siya. Ang belief niya na yung maliit na bola na yon is more than enough to keep him in that position, in that place, in that zoo. Okay? Ihaling tulad natin sa buhay natin. Do we have those chains in our life na tinanggap na natin? Believe na natin na panganak tayong ganito, ito talaga sitwasyon natin. And we cannot do anything about it. And if you look at it closely, baka pareho la rin dito sa chain nung elephant sa zoo na kayang-kaya mo naman palang kalasin. Kayang-kaya mo naman palang i-overcome. It's just a matter of changing what? Changing your belief. From a limiting belief to a what? To a positive, abundant belief. We must erase our limiting beliefs. Yan ang sinasabi ko. My limiting beliefs, okay. Since we're talking about business, and business, I also talk about money. If you can look at it, if you can notice, sa mga trainings ko, inahalo ko yan. It is because I realized, nung early on din when I was doing business, ang belief ko, ang relationship ko about money is hindi rin ganun kaganda. Okay? Even with all the hotel. Kasi nga, sabi ko sa inyo, when I entered the business world noong 1998, after college, ang una kong trabaho was sa hotel namin. Ang unang binigay ng parents ko sa akin, I cannot forget this, are what? Envelopes, folders. Akala ko ano yung laman ng folder? Listahan ng utang namin. Listahan ng loan na mga kailangan kong bayaran. Okay? So yun. To be honest, until now, I can still vividly picture those moments na binigay sa akin yun. Yun ang, parang parents ko naman sabi sa akin, challenge yan and gano'n, you have to face this. So ang belief ko about pera ever since from that day is always limited. Always kulang. Okay? Umabot ka sa point na pag gumising ako ng umaga, kahit wala akong problema, kinakabahan na ako. Bakit? Iniisip ko may pangpondo ba ako ng cheque nung araw na yun. That had been my belief about money. That is why I have always been open. Kasi I believe, hindi lang ako, majority ng tao, yan yung relationship nila about pera. So let's talk about the limiting beliefs about money. Number one, okay, pasensya na sa mga religious, whatever, it's nothing personal, pero yung teaching about blessed are the poor. For me, this is wrong. There's nothing blessed about being poor. Okay? I believe, I will tell you later, the correct, for me, the correct appropriate saying is blessed are the contented. Hindi poor. Nag-English ba si Jesus Christ? Hindi naman nag-English si Jesus Christ. Iba ang language niya, utang na loob. I believe sa translation may mali yan. I don't believe that Jesus, pwede ba si God na anak ang tingin sa atin, gusto niya maghirap tayo? Kayo mga magulang, pangarap niyo ba sa mga anak niyo na maghirap? Di ba hindi? Pangarap niyo sa mga anak niyo to succeed, to excel, to have abundance in life. Di ba? And I believe that is same and true. Hindi nga sa galing sa kanya yan. From our Creator, from our Father. And I believe that is true. We have to correct that. Blessed are the poor. That is wrong. Okay, next. Rich people are bad. Doon mga nag-sour graping kasi ayaw na nga yun na yung sabi ko, fixed belief kanina, fixed mindset. Hanap na lang ng rason. Lahat naman ng mga mayayaman, masasama, nagnakaw yan and so on and so forth. No. If you can recall sa training natin before, what did I tell you about money? Money is not good. Money is not bad. Money is what? Neutral. Money is what? Money is a tool, gamit. It doesn't, to be honest, yung pagiging mabait, pagiging masama, it's not about money. It's about your ugali, about your attitude, about your personality. And pag dinagyan mo pa ng pera yan, it will exaggerate or expound kung anong meron ka. If you are a bad person, if you have more money, you will be a badder person, if that is a word. If you are a good person, if you have more money, then you'll be a philanthropist. You will be helping more people, okay, with your wealth. That is how money affects people. We need to change our belief about money. So, yung John, madali naman yan sabihin, mahirap gawin. Sinabi ko na ba sa inyo na madali lahat? Wala. Sabi ko kasi mahirap ito eh. Kasi number one, ang kalaban mo dito, sarili mo, you have to overcome yourself. But unless we change our belief about money, kung ano yung paniwala natin about pera, that will always be our reality, to be honest. Okay? Money is bad. Sinabi ko na yan. Again, money is not bad. Money is not good. Money is what? Neutral. Money is what? Money is a tool. To aspire for wealth is wrong. Yun ang sinasabi ni Ima. Ako ayaw ko lang sabihin kung sino. Someone close to me or family is a very religious person, and yung nga, medyo ganito yung belief. Okay? Sabihin na lang natin. And then, it came to a point sa buhay ko, using law of attraction and applying all this positivity, na umabot yung expansion ng negosyo ko at the time, na dito sa someone na close to me, ang tingin niya, saan kinuha ni Jony lahat ng pera para gawin ito? Parang imposible. Tapos yung all successes, when I told that person, sabihin natin, I open up this station, that station, ilan ang station in a span of ilang years, nagbili ako ng ilang truck and whatever, I was surprised. Kasi ang sabi niya sa akin, and then, okay, next week mag-attend ka ng retreat or whatever, parang ganun, self-reflection. Doon ko na-realize, okay, may mga tao talaga ang belief, ang tingin nila sa pera is bad. That aspiring for wealth is wrong. It is not wrong. It is your God-given right to be rich. I am telling you that. Again, bakit? If you believe that we have a Father, that we came from our Creator, and gano'n nga, hindi naman sa religious quantity, if you believe that, pwede ba naman sabihin ng tatay mo or magulang mo, sabihin, huwag kang yumaman, hanggang dyan ka lang? Di ba hindi? Majority, if not all parents will tell you, anak ko, yayaman yan, sasucceed yan, maging presidente ng Pilipinas yan, o whatever. Maging scientist yan, maging astronaut yan who will go to the moon, to the stars. Di ba ganun? That's how we see our children. And that is how I see, kung tanongin yun, that is, dapat yan ang reality natin sa buhay. That is how we should look at our life. Okay? This is one of, kung narinig yung mga pivotal, sabihin natin, pivotal books or knowledges na pumasok sa buhay ko, number one would be The Rich Dad Poor Dad, no, about business, yun. Pero halo rin yun about business and personal wellness. Number two is yung Law of Attraction by Sonderman. Although yung Law of Attraction, it had been a teaching for time immemorial. Okay, ang dami nang gumamit yan. Pero itong isang libro nito by Walter Wallace, Wallace Wattles, is The Science of Getting Rich. Lahat ng sinabi ko before about belief, about money, about being bad, about being scarcity, and gano'n, yun yung belief ko before until I read this book. Bakit? First paragraph pa lang nitong libro na ito, ang sinabi na niya is, it is your God-given right to be rich. Period. Kung ano. I was 24 or 25 then. Meaning for 25 years ng buhay ko, sa conscious being ng buhay ko, in adulthood, ang belief ko, money is bad. Money is, okay, not to be aspired for. Kasi pag nagkuha niya, you become a bad person. No. Whatever may be said, okay, about poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life until one is rich. Because I tell you, I am sure, kayo rin magsabi, ano ba pangarap nyo? Yumaman. Bakit? Para makaprovide na mabuti sa pamilya. Okay? Makapaaral ng mga kapatid, ng mga anak, makapagawa ng magandang bahay, makanegosyo, and provide well, makabakasyon, and share more time with family. Hindi ba maganda yun? Di ba? Yun yung pwedeng mabigay ng tool. Ano yung tool? Pera. Yun ang pwedeng mabigay nun sa buhay mo. And why should we have a bad relationship with money? Why should we have a bad belief mindset about money? If that tool, okay, can give us those amazing priceless experiences in our life. Okay? Next, sa libro nito, there is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. Okay? The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. Yun ang sinasabi ko kanina pa, it is your God-given right to be rich. Yung nga sinasabi dito, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you want to get rich. The desire for riches, yung desire mo to become rich, is really a desire to have a what? Abundant, masaya na buhay with your family, about yourself, a fuller, more abundant life with everyone that you love. And that desire is what? Praiseworthy, commendable, admirable. We must correct a new correct belief about money. It is a God-given right to be rich. Blessed are the contented. Yun ang sinasabi ko kanina. It is not blessed are the poor. Ano sabihin ng contented? You appreciate what you have. You appreciate what you get. We appreciate kung anong meron ka ngayon. Because once you appreciate, you are contented with it, more things will come. Okay? those who are grateful, what they have now, no matter how big or small, are the truly blessed ones. Okay? Contentment is key. Yung iba kasi nagiging negative yung word na contentment. Makontento ka na lang. Hindi yung ganun. Okay? It's not the same. Hindi negative na contentment. Okay? It is being what? It is appreciating kung anong meron ka ngayon. I think you heard the stories or the saying is, why don't you appreciate your tsinelas? Kasi kung yung ibang tao nga, nakapaalang. And then the saying goes, sabi na lang natin, why don't you appreciate your feet or your foot? Sabi na lang natin, kung yung ibang tao nga, hindi makalakad because wala silang paa. And it can go on and go on. It's the same thing. It is how you see things, how you are grateful. It goes back. Balik tayo ulit doon sa start ng ating training, which is what? Attitude, proper mindset, proper belief, good mindset. This is part of it. Okay? How we view things, how we appreciate and be contented with what we have. Okay? Contentment is the real happiness. Okay? Ako, I came to a point is, hindi naman sinasabi, I think kinorek ko lang. Hindi ko na sinestrive ang happiness. Because for me, happiness may condition. In order for me to be happy, dapat ganito ang mangyari. Sa akin, ang mas ini-strive ko na sa buhay is what? Contentment, meaning I am contented with what I have, with what is happening in my life, and inner peace. Kasi ang inner peace doesn't have to have any condition. Okay? You can have inner peace kahit naman walang-wala ka na sa buhay or anything. It is a choice. It is your decision. But happiness usually comes with a condition. Okay, kailangan mangyari mo na ito, kailangan magkaroon ako ng ganito para magiging happy ako, maging joyful ako, whatever. But again, for those who are contented and those who are blessed and those who knows how to appreciate and are grateful, automatic, didikit din yung happiness sa kanila. Next, the key is being grateful. So kung kanina nga, pinalist ko sa inyo ang 10 things, the good things in your life, 10 things that bad things in your life, ang mas gusto ko magiging habit nyo. You have to develop a habit. And meron akong journal before, and I do that. Every night before I go to sleep, sabi ni partner Wilma, important to write it down, which is true. Okay, maganda yung practice to write it down. Write 10 things, or even kung pwede higher. Sabi natin 10 things that you are grateful for that day. Even simple things. Kung ano nangyari sa buhay mo. Okay? Example guys sa akin, if I look at it now, I went to the Mercury Drug kanina to buy some things, okay, kailangan ko. And normally, a Mercury Drug, ang hirap mag-park. Pero kaya na pagdating ko, there's a parking space for me. Wala akong hirap. I'm grateful for that. Kaysa naman umikot ako na ilang beses and it's very hard to find a parking. It may seem trivial, pero again, you're starting to change what you focus on. Okay? The more you focus on things, the more you focus on things, the more it grows, the more it expands. Okay? If you focus more on your kung anong grateful ka and more things that you are grateful for, ang darating sa iyo. So contentment is the what? Real happiness. And ulitin ko lang, contentment doesn't mean that you are quitting. Kasi nga sabi, makontento ka na lang. Kasi sabihin niya parang, surrender ka na. Kasi kontento ka na. No. Correct natin yan. Contentment doesn't mean that you are quitting. Contentment is what? Is appreciating. You appreciate what you have. You are grateful for what you have. You recognize kung anong meron ka, how big or small, and you have them. Sabi na lang natin, how can you appreciate 1 million pesos if you cannot appreciate 1 peso? Okay? Alam ko medyo exaggeration, but yes. Because if you cannot appreciate 1 peso, pagdating naman ng 1 million yan, you will aim for 10 million. How can you appreciate 10 million if you cannot appreciate 1 million? It goes on and on and on. So it starts with the small things. Diba? It starts with the small things. If you can appreciate the small things, bigger things will come. If you don't appreciate the small things, ang nafo-focus mo is negative things, and yung hirap and pangit sa buhay, and I tell you, ang dadami rin sa buhay mo, yun din. It is a guarantee. That is the law. That is how the universe or the law works. Okay? Moving forward. Number 2, having a positive belief system. When you appreciate and you are grateful what you have, more blessings will come your way. That is again the law of the universe. Nasabi ko na yan. Okay? Look at one of the quotes of, kilala natin lahat ito, Oprah Winfrey. Okay, just read it. Be thankful for what you have. Pasalamat tayo kung anong meron tayo, you'll end up having more. Okay, kung nakakapasalamat ka kung anong meron ka, you'll be surprised, you'll end up having more. And don't wait, kasi mas, Lord, thank you sa pera ko ha. Thank you, sabihin na natin sa 1 peso ko. So after 30 seconds, sabi mo, Lord, sana yung kasunod. Sana, Hindi, okay, you're kidding yourself. It has to be genuine. Okay, totoo. It has to be sincere. Yung contentment, yung appreciation has to be sincere. Because we can fool everyone else, but you can never fool yourself. Okay? And you can never fool the universe. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. Ulitin natin. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. Okay, that for me is very powerful. Next, this is the law of the universe. I talk about creating the correct attitude, cultivating the correct mindset. That's the step 1. Step 2 is what? Para support ng correct attitude and mindset, you have to develop a correct and positive what? Belief. Kailangan magkadugtong yung dalawa na yan. But the same with the formula, it cannot end with number 1 and number 2. Number 3 has to be executed as well, which is 1. Number 3 is what? Inspired action. Pero inspired action for me, hindi na masyado mahirap i-initiate ito if you do the number 1 and number 2 correctly. If you have a positive or correct attitude and you have the correct belief, dudugtong talaga yung inspired action. Hindi mo maiwasan yan. It is only natural for you to do it. So armed with the proper mindset and positive belief, you act. You have to act. Okay? After this, you have to start changing. You have to start doing things differently towards doon sa gusto mo na. Act on opportunities. And I believe majority sa inyo knows this kasi nag-DXN kayo. DXN is an opportunity. DXN is an opportunity to make your life better. It is not only about making money. It is about an opportunity to develop yourself. And by doing so, you are giving yourself, your life, a chance to improve as well. Act on making yourself better. Lahat, kaya pansinin nyo, action na. You need action. Action is required. Act on your dreams. Start doing that. Are you a fixed mindset or you a growth mindset? If you're a fixed mindset, then you can never act. So just, rason ka lang ng rason. Hanggang dito na lang ako. But if you are a growth mindset, then you will act. Action is required. It is important. Siguraduhin mo na ang inyong action ay tugma sa inyong wastong mindset at positive belief. And I tell you naman, if you have cultivated the correct attitude and mindset, chances are yung action mo will follow correctly. But you have to check also kung yung action mo magtugma dun sa tatlo. Okay? Example na lang, para mas madali natin maintindihan. You change your mindset na, okay, maniwala na ako na magkakotse ako. O maniwala na ako na magkabahay ako. Okay, sabihin na lang natin. And I'm starting to believe na yung pera, yung finances na kailangan for me to have those, darating na. And I'm changing my belief from being a poor belief to an abundance belief. Sabihin na natin na nagagawa mo na yun. Pero ang action mo is what? Yung garahe mo, which is may bahay ka, sabihin natin or rented or whatever, may garahe ka, pero napuno ng gamit. How can you have a car if wala kang maparkingan? Secondly, nangangarap ka magkaroon ng kotse. Tanong ko, may lisensya ka na ba? Wala pa. Sabi mo, gawin ko na lang yung garahe at saka yung lisensya dyan pag andyan yung sasakyan. What you believe, to believe is to see. It's the same thing. Your action must coincide. You want to have a house? Tanong ko, may pag-ibig member ka na ba? Because being a pag-ibig member can help you have your own house. Kahit na utangin mo pa, we have the best deal. Kahit ako, I have pag-ibig loan. I believe in those. Okay? Kasi nagamit mo, it's a tool. You can use it. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if you have the correct mindset, the correct belief, dugtungan mo rin, suportahan mo rin ng correct action. Okay? Kung hindi, if you don't have the correct action, fix it. Ayusin mo. Okay? Now you know. Okay? The first step nga of correcting or solving a problem is acknowledging you have a problem. Acknowledging you have to fix something. So if you see yourself now, sabihin ko, I have to correct myself. Ako, mandami kong ganong realization. Ako, most of the time, I mean, self-reflection. To make it simple, I do meditation. And during sa meditation trainings, that's how I realize, okay, ano ba mga belief ko, ano bang what I need to change. And slowly, itong mga naka-ingrain, nakasabi natin, nakapinta talaga sa utak at sa belief natin na alam ko mali, they started to change. And I will tell you even now, even sa between 20 years, almost 20 years of practicing this, meron pa rin tagang ang dami pa rin challenges. It is part of life. It will never be 100% na mawala. But it can be better. That is my guarantee. Next, suggestion, inspired action. Okay? Laugh more. Smile more. Okay? Love more. Forgive more. Take care of your body. Rest. Exercise. Spend more time with your loved ones. Eat healthy. Live healthy. Pag binasa mo ito, yung corny naman, John. O parang common naman. Pero honestly, do you do those things? It's the same thing with sabi ko kanina, do you encourage yourself? Do you say positive things about yourself? Ano bang story ng buhay mo? How do you share? Kung pwede mo ikwento. How do you kwento your life story sa iba? Is it a good one? Action ba yan? Comedy ba yan? Inspiring story ba yan? Romance ba yan? Or horror yan? O tragedy? Okay? You are the director. You are the script writer. So how you tell your story is your choice. That is your decision. That is your action. Okay? Next. We are almost at the end. So let's quick recap. Okay? Quick recap. Number 1, success starts with you. First, build the right what? Foundation. Success starts with you. You have to accept that. You have to own it. Ibig sabihin, tanggapin mo, yan tagang reality. And you have to first what? Build the correct foundation. Number 2, about foundation, my suggestion is what? The most important A in your life. Correct your attitude or check your attitude. Develop good attitude. Cultivate a positive attitude. The key is a winning attitude. Okay? Being with partner Wilma, with partner Joanne, with partner Larry, with partner Vincent, with Vanessa and all the rest, and being with partner Osler in our trainings and watching YouTube inspirational videos and all of those things are winning attitude. Talking to chismosa, okay, watching negative stories at news and indulging yourself with dramas in buhay, that is not a winning attitude. That is a losing attitude. So always strive for what? Always strive for a winning attitude. Next. Focus is a very important or powerful force. Learn to use it well. What you focus on, expands. Always remember that. Nakalagay sa board ko, napakalaki niyan. What you focus on, expands. I always tell myself that. Because paminsan, I will admit, okay, ako, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. And I will admit recently, medyo may negativity nangyari sa buhay ko. Naku, tingnan ko naman, it's a very small thing in my life. Okay? I find myself recently na mas nakafocus ako dun sa negative things, na if I look at the grander things, ang daming swerte nangyari sa buhay ko. Even with the pandemic, even with the last 2 weeks, ang daming grasya na beyond my dreams. Yung, kung kailan pa ako hindi nag-aspire more, when I let life, and I tawag ko dito surrender experiment, when I surrender more to the universe, sabihin ko, tanggap ko, I'm more contented. Kung ito na rin talaga, this is it for me, I'm okay, I'm happy. Okay? Di naman, wala naman kailangan maging perfect and more things, good things in life. Going back to my realization, recently I found myself na dito sa maliit, doon ako nakafocus. Bakit? Kasi masakit eh. Kailangan, you know, paminsan may mga ganun na problema na anong tawag ito? It gets your attention. Kaya okay, sabi ko, oy, teka, I need to check, I need to correct what I am focusing on. Kaya nga, this is a good thing for me when you invited me to do this talk. Kasi you are not the only one participating in this talk. In this training, Jony Santos is also participating. Okay? When I prepared or I did this presentation, siguro when I did this 2017, 2016. Ganun na katagal before. And I've been telling this before and now ako rin mismo, I'm reviewing what I was, sabi nilang natin, teaching or sharing sa ibang tao. While I'm doing my best to do this every day and this is a part of my life, pero tao lang rin naman tayo. Sometimes we slip, sometimes we make mistake. And that's okay. Kasi bakit? Ikaw lang rin naman nag-check sarili mo eh. You can start again tomorrow. If you slip now, nagkamali ka, okay lang. Be forgiving. Forgive yourself. Huwag masyadong pahirapan sarili mo. Be your own best friend. Okay? Yun ang dapat importante. Yourself has to be your own best friend. You have to be kind to yourself. Next, what you focus on expands. Nasabi ko na yan. Cultivate a positive mindset. I also told you that. Okay, what you think, you become. Okay, what you think, ulitin natin, you become. Next, make sure that your belief system is working for you, not against you. Ulitin natin, your belief system, yung paniniwala mo yung overall things is working for you. If not, then it is against you. You have to correct that. What you believe, you become. Ulitin natin. What you believe, you become. That is the law of the universe. Next, believe in yourself, believe in your ability to succeed. Kasi, sabi nga again, it doesn't matter kung anong pananaw ng ibang tao. What is important? Paramount. What is paramount important is kung anong believe mo sa sarili mo. How you view yourself and how you see yourself moving forward. Remember, limiting beliefs have no place in our life. It has no place in our life. Kung dati we enjoy yung drama sa buhay, ayun, wag na. You know, it doesn't help you. If you enjoy drama, and more drama will come in your life. So I suggest, instead of drama, more of romance, more of action, more of comedy, more on inspirational, sabi na lang natin, stories ang ma-produce ng buhay mo rather than drama. While dramas, may mga dramas na mga ganda, pero hindi naman parating negative drama lang. There are also inspiring dramas in life. Yun ang dapat ina-aspire natin. Okay? Limiting beliefs has no place in our life. Next, be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful. Okay? Be grateful for the littlest things in life. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you don't have. Okay? Because the moment you're grateful for those things na wala sa iyo, they will come. Be grateful. Again, be grateful. Next, now with the right mindset and positive belief, once you started changing those things, you started developing those correct mindset and belief, act. You need to act. Because without action, sayang. Okay? Yun na lang yung kulang eh. You need to act to make this thing effective, to make this thing, diba, relevant, or it can propel you to the correct direction sa buhay na gusto mo. The answer to your question, okay, this is more or less winding down on our topic. All of us, kung nung umpisa ang question is ano bang secret to be successful, and I believe majority if not all, pumapasok ito sa isip natin. The answer to your question is yes, you can. End of story. Period. And that is the truth. You can. And if this is the first time na narinig mo ito and no one else is telling you this, then I'm telling you, galing from me, okay? Galing from everyone else na nakikita ko na who succeeded in life, yes, you can. Kaya mo yan, okay? It's just a matter of what? You have to realize that everything you need is already inside you. It starts with you. Ulitin natin, everything you need is already inside you. So, I tell you now, get started. Okay? And technically, hindi naman sabihin natin you start now. I'm sure the reason why you're in DXN, because part, if not most, if not sabihin natin lahat, or part of what I'm saying now, you realize it already and you know them already. Baka kailangan lang i-refresh and kailangan ko lang ulitin sa inyo to be reminded and to understand it, sabihin natin in a different way, look at it in a different perspective. But you're doing it now because you're starting to what? Be proactive, action to change your life for the better. So ulitin ko, everything you need is already inside you. It starts with you. So I hope on an ending note, okay? On an ending note, I hope this training or sharing that I did tonight, in a way, kahit na paano, adds value sa buhay nyo. It can help you move forward. And one thing na kailangan natin to understand, the road to success is not a one line going up. Do not expect it to be like this. No, the road to success is like this in reality. Ups and downs, ups and downs. The road to success are combinations of ups and downs in life. Ang importante lang is you rejoice and be grateful and recognize yung small successes ng buhay nyo. If you add all those small successes sa buhay nyo, it will compound. It will become a big success and you'll be surprised in the future na, uy, better than you have ever imagined. That will be. Ang gusto mo mangyari years from now, it can be 6 months, 1 month, 6 years, whatever, 10 years from now, one of you will tell me, John, o nga no, after listening to your talk, this happened to me. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na that is because of me, because what I'm saying to you now, lahat ng sinishare ko sa inyo ngayon, it did not come from me alone. It came from someone else na tinuro na rin sa akin. I read it sa libro, I saw it sa video. It is through interaction sa ibang tao na successful and whatnot, and even unsuccessful people na we get knowledge from. That is how life works, okay? Life doesn't have to be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. No, it's not meant to be perfect. Ang kailangan lang is we need to learn how to navigate in life, how to drive ourselves in life, and to use the proper tools. And sabi na lang natin, again, to use the correct, sabi na lang natin na methods to help us maximize the life that we want, or achieve na lang sabi natin, achieve the life that we want. So again, maraming salamat for giving me this opportunity and for taking this time, for being here and for listening. And I hope with my humble heart na you learn, you got something from this. And I wish everyone more success, unbelievable abundance, unbelievable success for everyone. That is my dream. And there is more than enough for everyone. Never think na kulang ang abundance sa mundo. There will always be more than enough for everyone. Again, thank you.